Yo, what's going on guys, Dewobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we have some really awesome information. We have OG skins actually returning to Marvel Rivals, along with a list of more leaked skins coming to Marvel Rivals in the future, a brand new patch with some pretty interesting updates. So let's start things off. First of all, the OG skins, the Captain America Galactic Talon and the Hawkeye Galactic Fang skin will both be returning to Marvel Rivals in the store. Now, I don't currently know the exact dates, however, we do know from the game files in the most recent patch today that these are set to return for 2 weeks. So there will be a 2-week period where both of these skins will be bundled in the store for 1,600 units. Now, this comes recently after they let you buy the Season 0 Battle Pass for players who missed out, and this did start debate, and many people were asking for these two skins, and it seems the devs have listened. Now, I'm sure there'll be players who bought these skins when they came out, and they'll try and gatekeep the skins, and they'll want them to stay OG, but unfortunately for them, the skins are coming back, and everyone now has a chance to buy them for a 2-week period. So yeah, pretty cool. If you wanted those skins, they're coming back. Now, I don't know what this means for the beta skins. Of course, people asked in my recent video about the White Scarlet Witch skin. Will that be returning? I don't know. Only time will tell. Maybe they will keep those ones exclusive to the alpha and betas, which I think is probably fair enough. Now, we also have a list of upcoming skins from the game files that have not yet been released, and we have a pretty good idea of what a lot of them are. However, there are some that we still don't know about. So, first of all, this is the list from XOX Leak of the currently unknown skins that are in the game files. Now, we have some that we definitely know what they are. For example, there's a Magneto Rivals original skin and an Iron Fist Rivals original skin. These are the Season 2.5 skins, the Ultron Virus skins for Magneto and Iron Fist. We know we're getting them in the second half of the season. It also mentions here that there's a Jeff Rivals original skin. Now, we're pretty certain that this is going to be the Jeff Beach skin, so that should confirm that that skin is on the way in Season 2.5, the one where he's wearing flip-flops, dressed for the beach. Now, there is no Thing skin mentioned here, which is unfortunate, so there's a chance that the Thing skin from that comic isn't actually a real skin. We also have a Groot Rivals original skin, which also has sound effects. Now, this skin could very well be this Groot skin that was leaked in the first beta, but this skin could very well be scrapped. We don't really know much about it, but we know there is an upcoming Groot skin, so it could definitely be that. There's also apparently 2 more Scarlet Witch Rivals original skins in the game files that we don't know about. Now, one of them could be that placeholder one of the classic Scarlet Witch, but seriously, 2 more Scarlet Witch skins? They really love Scarlet Witch. But we also have a Storm comic-inspired skin, which I'm not sure what that could be, but people do like the comic Storm skins, so I'm interested to see that. And also a Wolverine comic-inspired skin. So that's an updated list of skins in the game files that are mentioned that we should be hopefully getting in the near future as we move on into Season 2.5. I also wanted to showcase the new Adam Warlock skin. This is coming out on May 23rd, and it actually has special sound effects despite it being just an epic skin, which is pretty nice. So it will be bundled for 1,600 units, and it is the Immortal avatar skin. You can see the MVP screen in the background, and it also comes with this emote where he starts batting the Oni heads, which is pretty funny. But like I said, in the gameplay, it seems to have some unique sound effects. One is when you're charging up his secondary fire. As you charge up each shot, it makes more of a bell sound effect.
Yeah! The cosmos heals you. Pure cos born again! Your souls united.
So I actually really like this skin. It also comes with this spray where you can see the dragon and this nameplate. We can also now see the spray for the Scarlet Witch skin that's also in the store, which once again has a red fire-breathing dragon, which is dressed as Scarlet Witch, and also her animated nameplate, which is pretty cool. But also, we now know that these 2 skins will actually be bundled. Here you can see they are going to be bundled for 2,800 units. So if you actually want both of the Immortal skins, you can do that for a cheaper price, which is, yeah, pretty nice. Now, we also have the patch notes for the most recent update, and they did add some pretty nice new features in this update. First of all, though, they did increase the duration of the Hellfire Gala Moments event in-game. It's been extended by 1 week and will now end on the 30th of May at the end of Season 2.0. So what that means is, if you haven't completed Act 2 of the event, make sure you do it. A lot of people are having problems. You have to complete all of the challenges. Even if you've already redeemed all of the cards on the event screen, it won't progress to Act 3 unless you complete every single challenge. So make sure you do that, and this probably is why they extended it, because a lot of people were having trouble with that. So the event will go longer and you can get that patch Wolverine skin. Also, the new features. First of all, the store is getting a new layout. The first 2 pages will now be dedicated to new arrivals and recommended. That's whatever. But also, they've added a use default costume voices option under settings audio. Now, this is good because I noticed there is the use default sound effects option for skins so that you have normal skin sound effects when you're using a special skin, but that didn't stop the voice. So let's say you have the Zombie Strange skin, he'd always have that deep zombie voice, and some people don't like it. So now there's an option to use the normal voices for skins such as the Zombie Strange one, which I think is good. And also, probably the best update, players can now have up to 5 sprays at once on the battlefield. So now each player can place multiple sprays before they start disappearing. So now you can make some funny spray combos without needing a second person. So go and have fun with that. Make some funny combos. The maps are going to be littered with sprays now. And we also have some bug fixes for all platforms. They fixed an issue where after signing up for a tournament, selecting details would redirect you to the wrong page. They fixed an issue where one above all players could sometimes be reset to eternity rank upon login. And a bug causing the mouse icon to disappear after switching heroes in settings with raw mouse input enabled. And they fixed an issue where the coach's spectator view would sometimes freeze after pausing and resuming in custom tournament rooms. For maps and modes, they've addressed structural issues on Clintar and Spider Islands. And for the hero bug fixes, for Doctor Strange, they fixed a peculiar problem where souls from the Sorcerer Supreme's ultimate ability could sometimes meddle with Human Torch's primary attack. And for Emma Frost, they fixed an issue where sometimes Emma switched to her diamond form, the textures from her own perspective would glitch out. For Mr. Fantastic, when Reed tried to stretch his way after a target through a Doctor Strange portal with flexible elongation, he'd sometimes veer off in the wrong direction and wouldn't go through at all. Now, Mr. Fantastic can twist, turn, and traverse the multiverse with the precision of a true Illuminati member. And then finally on console, they fixed overlapping UI icons between Chrono Shields, Chrono Shield cards, and controller icons in the console mode selection screen. So yeah, just a small update in that patch. The key things really are those 5 sprays now being placeable. And I think that is all the news we have for this morning. Let me know your thoughts on OG skins. Do you think they should return to the store for everyone to buy? Or do you think they should stay exclusive to people who originally got them at the start of the game's release? And keep your eye out on the channel because I have a feeling that there's going to be some more information released later today. And as we get real close to Ultron's release on May 30th, any news is going to be good news. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Goodbye.